Welcome to the first part of the course, the first lesson. Okay, I'm really excited today because this is the first one. So I'm really excited to meet all of you guys later. Until now, I'm just gonna do like a quick introduction of the alphabet and some tricks and tips about pronunciation because Norwegian can be a little bit difficult sometimes because of the pronunciation, especially. It's the number one problem with Norwegian is the pronunciation. Okay, that's why I'm going to focus a lot in this course on pronunciation. Okay, so what I'm going to start with just really quickly is the alphabet, which I want you to learn the basic pronunciation of the letters. And I actually would say like a side note that if you don't know 100% everything, all the rules, all the single pronunciation, it's not really important that you remember everything. It's just that you know when it comes up that you understand it and can use it a little bit because it's gonna. The reason why I say it is because later when you start using Norwegian and you start going with the weeks with me and in the course, it's gonna be really easier because you're not gonna even think about it. You're just gonna apply them. Okay, so it's gonna come naturally, even though if you don't 100% understand and know all the single rules right here. Okay, it's just a quick introduction so you understand it when it comes up. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start with the alphabet in Norwegian. Okay, so this is the thing right here. As you can see, I put also the last three letters, which are a, o, which are the three letters that are different from for example, from the English alphabet. Okay, so pay real attention to that one, and I will show you the pronunciation really good. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just read all the letters and pay real attention to my mouth because and my tongue, how I use them, because that's why I put myself in a kind of like a square box here because I want you to see my mouth when I speak, so you can kind of mimic them and see how I put my tongue and how I use it. You understand? So that's what I'm going to do right here, and I try to write like a parenthesis of the kind of the how it's written behind it. So that's what it means. So when it's put on the A and put a small A behind, it's just to show you how it's pronounced kind of from a Norwegian perspective, like with words, like with letters. Okay, so that is what the parenthesis behind me. Okay, so the first letter is A. So A. Then we have B, B, and then C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, G, H, H, I, I, J, J, K, K, L, L, M, M, N, N. Okay, so this was the first half. Hope you see a little bit how it's pronounced. If you want, you can also go back because that's why I recorded also. You can go back and really rehearse it and really see my mouth and try to kind of do the same, try to do the same pronunciation yourself. Okay, so this was the first half. The next one is U, U, P, P, Q, Q, R, R. Okay, this letter right here, R, can be difficult for a lot of people, especially if you're from an Asian country or something, especially those people, they have problems pronouncing this one because it's different. They don't really use it that much. So that's why I'm going to put a little bit of focus on it. R, you see how my tongue goes like R. Okay, so kind of like it's, that's how we say it in Norwegian. It can be a bit difficult for some people if you practice it a little bit. And also when you start using Norwegian, it's going to be really, really helpful because we use it quite a lot. So yeah. And then we have S, S, T, T, U, U, V, V, W, W. W just means double. So it's like W in English. W, X, X, E, E, Z, Z, A. This is the first one, which is different from the other alphabets. A, A. Next one is Ö, Ö, O, O. Okay, so this is the alphabet. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little bit rules about consonant and vowels. Okay, so we divide the alphabet into consonants and vowels. We have 9 vowels and 20 consonants. Okay, so Look at the pronunciation of the vowels. I showed you in the last slide. E, I, O, U, I, A, E, O. Okay, so it's the one that is just one syllable. Okay, so in Norwegian we have some occasions where the vowel is short and the vowel is long. Okay, so how do we know which one to use? How do we know which one to pronounce here? Okay, take a look at the rule which I put in the bottom here, which says vowels is before two consonants. Okay, so when a vowel is before a double consonant, then it's a short sound. And then when it's before one consonant, it's a long sound. Okay, so look at the examples right here. So look at the line short. The first word is hot, okay, which means hat. Okay, so you can see here that we have a double consonant, the double T's, and then before that is a vowel. Okay, what happens is that we put pressure on a double T. Look at this, hot. Okay, since we get pressure on the double T, the A we don't put pressure on the A, so it's going to be short, like fast. Okay, so look, hot. Okay, since it's double consonant, we put pressure on the double consonant, not the vowel. Okay, hot. Okay, look at the A also, the next one, net. Net. Okay, we put pressure on the double T again, double consonant. So the E doesn't have the pressure. Look, hot, net. Okay, same with the next one, inne, inne. Okay, pressure on the double N, always going to be like that. Okay, oppe, double, focus on the double P, oppe. Okay, same, uggen, uggen, flytte, flytte, færre, færre, møtte, møtte, åtte, åtte. Okay, always pressure on the double constant here. Okay, so now that's the short one. So what about the long one here? How can we know if it's a long one? You see in the rule, if it's before one consonant. Okay, if it's not double, then it's just one. Okay, so like this one, fat, fat. Do you hear the A is really long? Okay, fat. Okay, because the pressure is there since it's not double consonant. Okay, fet, fet. Same thing, pressure on there. Yeah. Okay. What about this one with the I? Tina, Tina. Okay, the pressure is on that one. Okay, it's on the consonant because there's no sorry, it's on the vowel because there's no double consonant. Okay, same with O is to. Okay, the pressure is on the O. To. Okay, next one, bue. Pressure is still there. By. Pressure is still there. Sær. Pressure is there. Øre. Pressure is on the Ö. Tå. Pressure is on the O. Okay, hopefully this makes sense to you. Okay, so you can see those rules right here, and yeah, those are the rules, and I hopefully this makes sense to you because it's going to be helpful, really helpful for you later in the course. Later in the region we're going to speak. When you see words, you know the pronunciation. Okay, it's going to be really good for you. And it's a really good start. That's why I'm making you this in the beginning. Okay. Okay. So what about the consonants? Okay, the vowels show you the rules. The consonant is pretty standard because we just pronounce them normally. So it's going to be like this: the B, D, F, K, and P. So B, D, K. Also B, D, F, K, P. Okay, so B, bål. Okay, bål. Look at the bål. Okay, drikke, drikke. Finne, finne. Klage, klage. Prøve, prøve. Okay, so they're pretty similar to the letter itself here. So you can see it's pretty standard. This thing is pretty standard. Okay, and then I want you to put in the bottom here. I put kind of a rule here. Okay, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes because we have some strange words in Norwegian. Okay, I'm just gonna admit it. Like for example, you see we have gift, gi, geit, gyte. Okay, there's a rule here. Okay, because normally you will say ge. Okay, but in this case, okay, for example, you remember the pronunciation of ge, which is normal pronunciation, but it becomes, look at the rule right here. Okay, so when the G is placed before E, I, and Y, is pronounced yeah. So gift, gi, geit, gyte. Okay, the G becomes a J. Okay, so the G becomes a J. Why? Because it's placed before E, Y, or Y. Okay, so those three letters. Okay, this thing, I want you to see it right now because it's going to come up later. If you don't really 100% understand it or see it right now, it doesn't really matter, because I just want you to see that with some words before a letter, it changes the sound. Okay, this is going to be probably going to hate me right now because I'm saying this thing. It can be difficult, I know, but as we move on the next weeks, months, this is going to be simple for you because it's going to come automatically. Because when you see a lot of words like that, it's going to come like automatic. Okay, so if you don't understand it 100%, it's not something crazy, you know. So yeah, don't worry if you don't understand it 100%. Yeah, and then I have put two kind of beginning of words right here, which is kg and skg. Okay, because it's the number one most difficult things for people to pronounce. I'm going to give you like an intro. We're going to work a lot with those words right here, because there's also some other words that are really difficult. This one right here may be the most challenging for people. So I'm going to just give you a quick intro, and then we're going to work a lot with this thing. Okay, so look at the first one. Kg is pronounced sh. Okay, so sh. So for example, drive is köra. Okay, köra. And then we have refrigerator, which is kylskåp. So kylskåp. Okay, and take a look at the with the s in front of it, like screen, skärm. Okay, so it's like kind of the same thing here. The first one is köra. Second one, look at this, skärm. Okay, so we have the same sound, okay, or skjule, to hide. So this sound right here is going to come up in those two cases, like with kg and skg. Okay, this sound right here. So we're going to work a lot with this thing. Don't worry. Okay, just a quick introduction. We see it. Hopefully it makes sense.